As usual, every show you could donate via Cash App. The Cash App is Progressive Action 100. The PayPal is Progressive Action, and you could donate also via Patreon. For those who don't know, my name is Tremel Thompson. I am the founder of Progressive Action, the host of Progressive Action TV. Um, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Let me put the what's this right here? The PayPal up. That's the PayPal link for those who want to donate via PayPal. And we're going to jump straight into this stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I was holding off. First of all, if you're watching, it's very important. These going to be the show topics for today. Um, we're going to discuss the court decision, what happened in the stations department. We're going to dispel all the lies, all the trickery, and all that stuff is going on by the union. We're also going to discuss how the union reps in Map Stoa have been throwing traffic checkers up under the bus, and it's very alarming, especially the person that it has came from. And this is a show that I don't think you guys really want to miss. So let's get into these lies. We're going to break down what's going on in the stations department, and the union just put this on the union website, and I'm going to read what they said in the beginning of this. It says TWU Local 100 has successfully blocked an MTA plan to eliminate lunch relief positions and shutter all 470 token booths for significant periods of time every day. Now, what you see, I have rectangled off there. It says Stations Vice President Robert Kelly said we had a strong and well-crafted legal argument. We fought and we prevailed. Kelly has officially sold himself out. Like, he comes across as this, this brother figure and this fighter type of guy, but he's totally line in step with Utano. He's totally line in step with creating a smoke screen. He speaks very well, so it's easy for him to think he can maneuver around you and manipulate you with all this slick talk that he does. But he's one of them. And Kelly always was one of them, and he will not give up being one of them. People saying that, Kelly's transparent. Well, shouldn't the union be transparent? Why are we giving union reps doggy bags, doggy biscuits for being transparent? He should be transparent. Now, one thing I want to focus on, exactly what I said, what I got rectangled off. We had a strong and well-crafted legal argument. We fought and we prevailed. It's all lies, ladies and gentlemen. Now, first thing I want to focus on, I'm going to be playing some clips of some videos of the court hearing itself. The first thing I want to talk about is how unprepared they were for this hearing. So let me get into this clip. And we're going to discuss how unprepared they were for this hearing. Listen for yourself.
You could look at it on your phone if you have it on. You have a phone.
Okay, so I'm going to my email on my phone. The email you sent me just now?
No, the one he sent you.
With all the.
Listen, I'm not internet here. Take my time. I'm not internet here. Okay. Okay, hold on. Please send it to my other email. Okay.
Are you all set, Miss Basnight?
No, not yet, please. I'm not too internet savvy.
I understand.
Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. I have to go in the box. Okay. Office shorts. I did. Inbox.
They were at 4:36 p.m.
Okay. 4:36. Okay. No.
Now that was only a clip. Um, and the union witness, who was Yvette Bass Knight, right? She was the witness. She was totally unprepared for this hearing. The lawyer, you hear Arthur Swartz saying that he sent her emails the night before. She didn't go over the email. She didn't pay attention to what he sent her to help out the case. And then this actually, what I showed you in this clip, actually went on for about 10 minutes. I mean, it was very unprofessional. They wasn't prepared, and it wasn't her fault altogether. Kelly is responsible for that, for not making sure that she was prepared. And the lawyer was Arthur Swartz was responsible for making sure that she wasn't prepared. I mean, how you go into a court hearing, right, and not look over the documents that the lawyer has sent you and try to learn as much of it as you can to be prepared for cross-examination and things of that nature. Now, I'm going to be very clear for you guys. The union, there wasn't no victory here, right? The only thing the union did was postpone what is eventually going to happen. Now, the only reason why the MTA, why the MTA, if we want to say lost or is getting what they really want to do postponed, is because of the judge. It wasn't because of Arthur Swartz. It wasn't because of Robert Kelly. It wasn't because of the witness, Yvette Bass Knight. It wasn't because of none of them. It was because the judge, surprisingly, at the end, asked the very important questions. And I'm going to play that clip right now so you guys could see exactly what I'm talking about. Check it out.
A brief couple of questions relating to what Mr. Hurd and Mr. Swartz have been saying. So, no station agent will have lunch relief. Is that correct?
They will not have a lunch relief, but the station agent is still entitled for their 30-minute lunch. So they will still be getting their 30 minutes.
And except for those that are, I think the word is game changers, who are allowed to stay in the booth during their lunch hours, their lunch periods, where will the other station agents go?
Typically, they've got employee facility rooms at every station. So the station agent, when they go to lunch, they can go to the employee facility rooms. They want to go up to the street level to go to McDonald's or wherever they want to go eat their lunch, that they're free to do that with their 30-minute lunch period.
Okay, prior to this change, when a station agent decided to take their lunch period because they were not a game changer, a lunch relief person would come and person that booth while the station agent was gone, correct?
Correct.
But now when the station agent has their mandatory 30-minute lunch, the booth will be closed.
Correct.
Okay? So no one will be in that booth at that particular station at the time the station agent has gone for their lunch.
Correct.
Okay, so although there's been a reallocation of the station agents to another title, and although they did not lose their job, the ultimate result is that that particular booth will be closed so that some people may not, for 20 minutes or however long, 30 minutes, will not be able to perhaps access that particular entrance or exit of to the station because there would be no one in the booth. Let's say someone who has some sort of physical challenge.
No, everybody has access into the system with or without the station agent in the booth. We've got multiple entrances in multiple stations, so not every entrance has a booth. So if you go to a major complex and there could be 6 to 8 entrances into a station, and not every entrance has a booth. So the majority of the riding public has access to the system without having to see a station agent. So if the station agent's not in the booth, they can, if they need to put more fare on their card, they can use the MVM machines and add money to their Metro card. We've got a new Omni system. They could take their credit card, tap it, and they can enter the system. So our customers still have access to the system.
My final question has not been raised in the papers because, and I have raised it earlier because it didn't come to me until your testimony. How are your customers to be notified about the station agents, the former station agents, leaving the booth, and that the fact that there will be no one personing the booth while they're gone? I understand what you're saying. People still have access to the machines, using their cards to get through the turnstile or through the doors. But is there a plan to let the ridership know that every day for the half hour of 12 to 12:30, there will be no individual within the booth? Is that a part of
yeah, we have discussed that and haven't really came to a concrete decision on that. That is an option to put that on the booth. There's other times when there's not a station agent in the booth. When a station agent has to take a comfort, they've got to use facilities for whatever reason, they will exit the booth and the booths will still be empty and not have a station agent multiple times throughout the day, not just during that lunch period. So there's agents that take up to 20, 25 minutes on a comfort when there's nobody in the booth at that time too.
Understood. But this is a little different. Okay, that's the end of my inquiry. Mr. Hurd, Mr. Schwartz, do you have anything to say?
Do you guys see how the judge was the one who asked the MTA the pertinent questions that the union failed to thoroughly do? It was the judge who saved the day and allowed for the postponement of the MTA plans. Now, this was the actual judgment. Let me make sure this is the actual judgment right here. So the judge ordered that the respondents are hereby enjoined from failing to replace station agents during their lunch periods, and it is further ordered that pursuant to Public Authorities Law 1205 Section 5, the Transit Authority must provide formal written notice to the community boards in the affected neighborhoods, and hearings must be held no less than 30 days after the notice is provided to the permit to the public. That's the rule. Where do you guys see victory in that? Where do you guys see a victory? It doesn't say that the MTA can't take away the lunch reliefs. It just says that they have to follow the protocol of the Public Authorities Law, that they must have a public hearing. Where is the victory? Where is the victory? This was just a postponement of what the MTA want to do. The MTA tried to skip a few steps. They tried to catch the union sleeping, but it's just a postponement. Now, as far as the public hearings is concerned, what kind of relationship do the union have with the public, right? Is the public going to back the MTA, or is the public going to back the union, right? Since this administration been in office, they have put zero effort to bridge the gap between us and the riding public. I mean, we see this during regular incidences. We see this during contracts. We see this during everyday life. There's no bridging of the gap between the union and the riding public. But at the same time, the MTA is putting in 100% effort to make sure that we stay apart. So you got the union not doing anything to bring us together, to make us allies with the public, but you got the MTA doing everything in their power to make sure that the public and the workers remain at odds with each other, because that's how they manipulate their power. That's just what they do. Now, the union claimed that, let's go back to that picture. Local 100 blocks MTA plan to shutter booths and eliminate lunch reliefs. Now, and they claiming this is a victory. Let's look at some things that the station department lost over in a short span of time within a year. Right now, there's no money in the booth. That is a loss. That's a big L. Didn't you guys schedule change? Don't y'all got new schedules like 3 to 11, 7 to 4, and things like that? That's not a victory. That was a loss, because that's going to affect members in the station's department quality of life with taking care of their kids, taking care of family members, and all of that stuff. That is an L. And the union will eventually lose the lunch relief spots. The only thing that this judgment did was postpone it. That's it. Now, you got some station agents that's mad, that's upset that this pick isn't going to go through, because they want to leave their locations. They want new locations. Now, once again, the only reason that this postponement happened was because of the judge, for him surprisingly asking the very important questions at the end of the case and not the union. Now, I played the clip in the beginning to show you how unorganized, how unprepared, how unprofessional the union was. Now, this was a court case, right? That they should have took more serious. And they trying to preach, oh, we being transparent, we letting you guys see what's going on. You know what they actually showed us during this whole court proceeding? What really happens during our contract negotiations, and why we get the stuff that we get, because they come unprepared with their lawyers. They come unprepared for people to fight. They come unprepared with their narrative. That's what this whole entire thing showed me. It showed me that they don't know how to prepare for a real fight. Local 100 did not get a victory here. Ask them, what is their victory? Ask Robert Kelly, what is his victory? Ask Tony Utano, what is the victory here? Nothing happened but just a postponement. The judge ruling doesn't say that the MTA can never get rid of lunch reliefs. It says ultimately, in conjunction with the order, that they must have public hearings. They must have public hearings. This whole debacle of transparency they trying to sell just gave us a glimpse into what really happens during contract negotiations when things are really on the line. And think about it like this. The judge was the one who came and saved the day. It was the judge who came to save the day. Who come and save the day during contract negotiations? Who saved the day during contract negotiations? It's no judge there. Obviously, the reps aren't prepared. The lawyers aren't prepared. Who saves the day during contract negotiations? That's what that had showed me. Let's see. We got a caller on the line. Let me see. Who is this caller? 6074. You now live on the Progressive Action TV show. What's your name? Where you calling from? 6074. You now live.
Colette Miles.
Oh, Colette, you on? Hold on, Colette. We're going to get to you. Give me 5 minutes. Just stay right there on the line, okay? Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to get to you, okay?
Okay. Yes.
All right. That's the traffic checker that's going to call in, and we're going to speak to her about her issues of what's going on. Very important, by the way. Very, very, very important. So this was not a victory in the station's department. This wasn't the fight. The union took L's during this whole pandemic. Like I said, no money in the booths, L. The changing of the schedules, L. And eventually, the union will lose the lunch reliefs, L. No victories here whatsoever. So look, now that I got you guys' attention, and before I get to the big interview of what this show is really for, I want to show you guys some advertisement, very important advertisement. And let me play this video real quick. I'm going to explain it. Going to explain this. So we have I just like the massage thing. Like, I need one right now, to be honest with you. So we have Nikki of All Trades. She does a lot. She does massages. She makes chocolate covered strawberries. She does a whole bunch of things, and I'm gonna send you guys to her social media. But for this, she gives massage. So if you need a massage, you need to go to her. And like I said, the name of her page is Nikki of All Trades. I'm going to put it up. Now, she has 2 specials running. I want to explain to you guys these specials. So you have a pre-Valentine's Day special package, right? Where she provides the location. The location is somewhere in New Rochelle. You contact her, you get that direct information, and she has all the goodies there for you. She has the rose petals, the candles, the bottle of wine, the chocolate-covered strawberries. That's the pre-Valentine's Day massage special. Then she has the Valentine's Day massage special where she will go to your location. That means in your living room, your office, no matter where it's at, she's coming to your location. She's going to decorate it how you see in the picture right there. That's on the screen right now. Now, the Valentine's Day massage package, same thing. Rose petals, candles, bottle of wine, chocolate-covered strawberries, and location decoration. All this, she go hook up your location. It's going to be dope. The massage is going to be dope. It's going to be nice. Massages are good. Not only good stress relievers, but for relaxation, period, right? It's good. So if you're thinking about getting a massage, and I think that you should get a massage, whether you're getting it for yourself, whether you're getting it as a couple, whether you want to get it to surprise your significant other, you could contact her at Nikki of All Trades on Clubhouse. You could contact her of Nikki of All Trades _ on Instagram, and you could contact her of Nikki of All Trades on Facebook. We actually got the post up and Progressive Action Facebook group on the top of the page is stuck there. So you could just click on her link and do business with her that way. Now, it's time to get into some very important stuff. Now, a lot of people don't know too much about traffic checkers, and I'm going to explain the situation and what they do and things of that nature. Now, I'm gonna be very clear with you guys, and I'm gonna put this guy face on the screen because he's the subject of today, and that's Donald Yates. That's Division Chair Donald Yates of MapStore. The issue with traffic check is very abominable in situation under Richie Davis and Donald Yates. The leadership for that title is horrible. They do not care about them because they feel like they don't got enough votes. They don't need votes from them. They just don't respect them, period. And it has been apparent their issues about their health and safety haven't been taken serious either. Nothing being taken serious in the traffic checkers department. Now, for those who don't know, the traffic checkers, they work in all types of weather conditions. It could be 100 degrees outside. They are out there. It could be 20 below. They are out there. They work in inclement weather. They work in heat, all types of weather conditions, and they actually gather very important information that the MTA use for their data. So when you hear, you will see them, and you'll normally see traffic checkers at bus stops, and train stations, and they have a clipboard, and you see them writing down information, recording information, and things of that nature. And actually, when we hear the MTA say there's 97% mass compliance on the subways, it's actually the traffic checkers that's recording that information and giving it to the MTA. So they provide a very, very, very important service for the MTA. And as I stated before about the weather conditions that they worked in, not too long ago, I believe it was like within the last year, traffic checkers was getting written up because they don't have a proper uniform. So they, like any other human being, they outside in inclement weather, 20 degrees, 15 degrees, 30 degrees, they decide to wear a hoodie or a hood. They were getting disciplined for that. And map store reps, Donald Yates, Richie Davis didn't put up no fight for them. Like, that's their health we're talking about. Like, who wants to work in the cold? And it's not like they mobile. It's not like they can move around. They have to stand in a fixed location and get information. And everybody know that the MTA winter jackets are nothing really but spring jackets. They do not keep you warm. None of their clothing actually keep you warm. So you have to layer up. But, you know, some of us, if you're a cleaner, you're moving around, so you're staying warm. If you're a conductor or bus operator, you're in a bus. If you're in track, you're moving around. When you're a traffic checker, you're limited to where you can move around to and the things that you could do. So, you know, they was getting disciplined because they wanted to dress warm, and Richie Davis and Donald Yates actually did nothing for them. Now, there was an issue recently that came up where a traffic checker was disciplined, and I want her to tell you guys the story as to what happened, um, and everything, so we could get a better understanding of how these reps sell members out. And just to be clear and just to be transparent, I reached out to Donald Yates. I asked him, um, you know, what happened. He said I was misinformed or whatever the case is. I don't think that I was misinformed. And I gave him the opportunity to, you know, clear the air for himself, but he didn't want to do that. I don't know why. But look, I need you guys to share out the show, and I'm going to bring Sister Colette Miles into the show. Colette Miles, how are you doing?
Not good. Not good. Not good at all.
I totally understand. So, let the people know what's your title and how long you have on the job.
Yes, I'm a traffic checker. I've been here 7 years. I started October the 7th, 2013. I came in.
Okay.
And in training, they gave us rules. And one of the rules was that we are not allowed to open that gate for anyone. We could not even bring our family members through that gate,
All right. Hold on.
even
Wait.
on
Wait.
our off days.
Wait. We're going to get to that. We got to walk them into this because they never heard this story
Okay.
before, right? So
Okay.
so what eventually happened? You end up getting
I
disciplined.
was working at Coney
Hold on.
Island.
Hold on. We're going to get to it. You end up getting disciplined, and you get a egregious amount of discipline, and something happened that made you get that. Now I want you to tell the people what happened during that situation that led to the discipline. So explain to them the situation that led to the discipline.
Well, the situation was I was uh, working at Coney Island, giving out some pamphlets that they asked me to go and do. And I was handing out the pamphlets. And as I'm passing out the pamphlets to the passengers coming off the train or coming through the turnstile, so they can have the information about what's about to take place at Coney Island Station, I hear a voice says, "Excuse me, can you open up the gate? Excuse me, can you open up the gate, please?" So I looked to the person and I said, "I cannot just open up the gate. You have to swipe your pass and turn the turnstile. Then I can open up the gate. But I have a stroller, miss. I just cannot open up the gate. You have to swipe your card and turn the turnstile. Then I can open up the gate." So she went to say it again, and I stopped her. I said, "What you can do is go right here behind me to the station booth, to the agent. He can assist you." So she stood there, and a cleaner came. She says to the cleaner, "Can you open up the gate, sir? I have the stroller." He said to her the same thing I said. "You have to swipe your card and turn the turnstile." Now, um, a conductor comes down the steps. He's on the phone, and all I see him shake his head, no. She's asking him the same thing. His head just went like, no. Now, a motorman come down, and she asked the motorman. And all I seen out the corner of my eye him opening up that gate. I did see him swipe a card. I don't know if it was her card or his card, but I knew what I was instructed to do and what I was told that I cannot do. So she went, took care of her business, came back, took a picture of me, and she sent it in.
Okay, so
A week later,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry,
No, go ahead. Continue.
a week later, I was called in by Miss Monique Baptiste, who is the employee compliance. She told me that there was a complaint that she wrote up, and she showed me the picture that the lady sent in, which was me, and she asked me what happened to write a G2. I wrote down on the G2 exactly what I'm sharing right now. When I wrote down the G2, she told me that they was going to get back to me. I think it was another week later, they called me in, and Mr. Thompson, who's underneath her, sits down at the table and offer me 20 days of suspension. I said, I'm not signing that. So he said, so what you want to do? You want to go to arbitration? I said, yes. I didn't do anything wrong. I did what y'all told me I cannot do. I cannot open the gate. What did I do wrong? So COVID happened, so the thing was postponed. So I go November the 19th. But before November the 19th, Miss Baptiste said to me that she was going to throw it out, but she couldn't throw it out because she's the one that wrote it up. So she was going to have Mr. Thompson, when he come back from vacation, to sign off on it. That never happened. Okay. So we go to arbitration. We in arbitration, me and Miss Caswella, which is a union rep. They had a virtual meeting. It was a lawyer for the complainant, and it was a lawyer that was supposed to be for me. It was the arbitrator, myself, and Miss Caswella. Before my session had taken place, it was a lady that was supposed to have her session to be taking place at that time, but Donald Yates was running behind time.
Now,
So
hold on. Now,
they said-
let's be clear. When you say there was another lady, there was another employee there for discipline.
Right, she was there, right, for discipline.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, continue.
Her and a gentleman. Her and another. It was her and a gentleman
Okay,
that was there for discipline. Okay, so when the session took place, we was already in the session like 20 minutes to 30 minutes. And Donald Yates come through the door, and he asked Ms. Caswella, what happened to the people that were supposed to be before me. She said, well, you wasn't here.
now, hold on, Miss. Now, let the people know who Miss Consuela is.
She's a union rep.
Okay, there we go.
She's a union rep. She explained to him that they asked for us to proceed because they needed to move. So, who he came to represent had to be put on hold until my session finished. So he, being that he's here now, he pulls up a chair, but he said to me, I'm not here to represent you. I'm here for the person behind you because they up for termination, to be terminated. So he sat down in the chair, and he said to the lawyer who was defending the complainant, he yelled out his name 2 times. When the man acknowledged him, he said a code. He said some numbers, the man nodded his head.
He said some. So you trying to say that he said something to the guy to get the guy attention, and to
he called out his name to get his attention.
And then said
Once
some code.
he got his attention, Yeah, he said five. He said 5 SOOO. He said a code.
Okay.
He said a code.
All right.
The man nodded his head. Right. He
And
asked the arbitrator
mhm.
to take us off camera for 10 minutes.
Okay.
When he took us off, when the woman took us off camera, Donald J said to me and to Miss Caswella, but he was talking to me, but she was in the room. He said, Miss Miles, I need you to say this. So I listened to what he's telling me to say, and I looked at him with a screw face, and I said, no, why should I say that when that's not what I wrote in my G2? What I wrote in my G2 is the truth, and I'm telling my truth.
So just to
He
be
said,
just to be clear, Yates wanted you to basically contradict your own G2, was basically lie at arbitration. He advised you to lie
yes,
during arbitration. Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Why
yes,
do
and Miss Caswella,
go ahead, finish.
Miss Caswella asked him, why? Why should she change her story? That's not what she put in her G2. And he said, just trust me. So me not knowing no better, but I know both of them know better. So why my heart is hurting because y'all both are union reps. Y'all been here for years. Y'all know that once you say something, you have to stick to your story, especially the truth. So I can't understand him as my union rep. Why would you ask me to change my story? Why would you ask me to change my story?
And I mean
I thought we are all paying our dues for you to fight for each and every one of us.
mm-hmm. And you did mention that he wasn't even there for your case. So why would he have input?
No, he said it. He said I don't even do traffic checkers. This is what he said. I don't even do traffic checkers. Like they look at us like the underdogs. We the less ones that get paid the less. Like we nothing. Nobody is there for us. Nobody is fighting for us. They just take us and do us any which way. And me as a human being, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have to share my story because right is right and wrong is wrong. And you're not going to make a wrong of something I did right into a wrong. You're not putting me out on the street, which they did. They giving me 20 days on the street for following their rules that they're breaking.
That's a fact. But I mean, and like it boggles my mind as to why Yates will ask you to change your statement, go against your own G2, knowing that the
and
MTA.
This is what I need to know. This is what I need to know. This is why I'm hurting. When I say that's not going to help me, it's going to hurt me. He said, just trust me.
Yeah. And I mean, see, Yates should know better than knowing that if you go against your G2, that's an automatic guilty. They don't care what the situation is. They will hang you just for lying. So
and I got hung. And come to find out the woman that he was there and the man that he was there to save, right? Still got their job. And I got 20 days suspension. So what you think he did? I know what he did.
It seems as if, and now I hear about this all the time, but I finally got someone to speak to on who it happened to, in which he fed you to management in order to free the other two because they was facing termination. And I've been hearing about these deals for a while, and I'm not surprised. What I could say is that I'm not surprised. And about Yates, right? And it's my personal thing with Yates. Yates is cool to talk to and all of that other stuff. Do I think that Yates is the smartest person? No, I don't think so. I think Yates get over because he's a cool guy and he's easy to get along with and things of that nature. But for him to serve you the management off of a minor customer complaint, because that's what this really was.
Okay, listen, I don't know what these people have in their file, right? But you building a file for me.
That's correct.
And this woman don't like me. So all you doing is helping her get rid of me. And when I text him that night, the same night, I text him and told him, I said, Donald Yates, I'm sorry, but you did not help my case. You made me look like a liar. You defame my character. You defame my character. One thing I'm not is a liar.
I just put the text on the screen, and the people could see actually what you wrote, and I'm going to read it. It says, Donald, you made me look like I'm not credible. I'm a liar. That's a very bad look on my character, and I'm deeply saddened to what I allowed myself under your guidance. Either we are there to help or to hurt, and I truly feel you hurted my case. But like I tell everyone, we have school lessons and life lessons, and I truly learned a life lesson today. May God continue to protect and cover his children with the blood of Jesus. We all have to pay attention, and today I truly did. Blessings, my brother, blessings. So you sent Yates this text message exactly when? Exactly.
And when I sent him that when I sent that to him, he called me right back.
When did you send it to him, though?
The night of the hearing.
The night of the hearing. All right. And he called
November the 19th.
He called you, and what was that conversation like?
And the conversation was what I said in my text, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't curse him or nothing. I said exactly what I just said in that text to him, right? And I said, I don't know why you told me to change my story. I said, but I'm telling you right now in my spirit, and when you said it, it didn't fit right with me. So I had to text you to let you know that I am so bothered. I said, because Miss Baptiste do not like me, and Miss Jackie Moore, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I said that, he paused for so long, and I thought he was off the phone. I said, hello? He said, I'm here. He said, oh, I'm so sorry. I wish I would have spoken to you sooner. So that right there made me feel like she put a buzz in his ear,
mm-hmm.
and he went along with her trickery.
Mm-hmm. It's not unusual for reps to work with management to hang employees. So it's not.
You live and learn. I'm paying attention.
Now,
you heard what I said. Pay attention.
Now, I'm gonna talk about your arbitration hearing, and I'm gonna put that on the screen, because what ultimately happened was that Yates told you to lie, and that's what ultimately hung you, was whatever he told you to change your story to. And what you guys see on the screen right now, and I got it rectangled off. It says, while it would have been helpful to have statements and or testimony from other employees who are on duty and witness grievance exchange with the passenger's testimony was compelling and aligned with the statements in her complaint. Unlike grievance, she had no reason to fabricate testimony. So they already said that, first of all, they didn't ask anyone who worked with you to be a witness, right? They
said they was going to do a full investigation. They never went and found the cleaner. They never went and talked to the motorman or the conductor. So where was the full investigation?
I mean, see, what people don't understand, there should be two investigations. It's supposed to be management investigation, and it's supposed to be the union investigation. The union was supposed to go out and find out who was these people, and they failed to do it. Now, in the other part of your arbitration award, it says that I find that Ms. Miles did not provide credible testimony, and that her abysmal customer service to the passenger violated Rule 10C and other transit policies and warrants discipline. Based on the findings and an opinion above, I issue the following. And you actually got issued 20 days for a minor customer complaint that shouldn't have went no further than counseling. Because the facts of the matter is that you don't get paid, and it's not within your job duties, as I would say, to open up the gate for people to fair invade, right? That's why they got
there's MTA instructions on the gate.
Facts.
If anybody needs to use this gate, what steps they need to take. And then they also said that they found me to be rude because I did not take her. So now I got to grab the customer by the hand and guide her to the token booth.
Yeah, I mean, I never heard of that at all, and
I'm supposed to be stopped. I have to stop what I'm doing. That what I was sent to do that they paying me to do.
Yeah, But
we all have a job to do. I can't do everybody's job. I was sent there to do a job.
that's a fact. And but like they said in the arbitration ruling is that they found you not credible. And by you not being credible, and it's basically your word against the
And the
passengers,
reason why I was not credible because he asked me to change my story.
Donald,
And that's why I need somebody
you got.
to step in.
Let's not use pronouns. Let's use his name. Who's he? Because we got to make this clear. Donald Yates.
Donald Yates. Donald Yates.
Asked you to change the story. Now, this is the thing, right? What normally happens in these type of situations, you will have Yates saying, because Yates watching right now, and his people watching, probably like, oh, she's lying. She just mad that she got 20 days, but they don't know that
Oh my
they
God.
they. I'm
not lying.
no.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt because a union supposed to be one. Okay, they have on their door, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what they have on their door. This is exactly what they have on their door. Oh God. They have a blue cross and gold trimming saying, let the dead be dead and we fight for the living.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm dead because no one fought for me.
Yeah, I mean Yates definitely, from what I understand, threw you up under the bus. But like I said, he's probably going to say that you're lying, but you actually got proof that you're telling the truth, correct? And we're going to put that.
Lord knows I'm telling the truth. Yes, I do have proof.
We're gonna
Consuelo Williams.
We putting that on the screen right now. Explain what we have on the screen right now.
I went and spoke to her, and she said, Ms. Miles, I gotta make this right. She said, this is not fitting well in my spirit. She said, enough is enough.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to read the letter that Miss Consuelo Williams. Remember, she's a union rep, and why would she write a statement and sign it with her signature with the date? And it says, I, Consuelo Williams, was present on November 19th, 2020 at the arbitration hearing for Ms. Miles as the union representatives in the case of the Dan, that's the number, a customer complaint. On October 28th, 2019, Ms. Miles wrote a G2 memorandum of the incident of October 15th, 2019 at the Coney Island Stillwell train station. On the day of the arbitration hearing, November 19th, 2020, the division chairman, Donald Yates, came to the union office for another hearing case. While waiting, Mr. Yates read Ms. Miles' G2 statement written on October 28th, 2019. Mr. Yates told Ms. Miles to change her statement. Ms. Miles did not want to change from her original statement. I respond, but she already wrote a G2. Mr. Yates told us to trust him. He know what to do in these type of cases. And this is coming from Miss Consuelo Williams, who once again is a union rep. So, I mean, Yates, why would you ask a member to lie during arbitration knowing that if a member contradict their own G2, that they will be hung, no matter what the other evidence is, that they will be hung. So you can't say Ms. Miles is lying. You can't say Consuelo Williams. No, he can't say that, right? You can't say that none of these two is lying, and you actually hurt this member. You hurt her. You don't know her situation at home. You don't know what her situation is.
We all have a family.
Exactly.
We're here to do what's right. Don't do this to nobody. I'm not just sharing my story just for me. I'm sharing it for people. You got to stand up and fight for what's right, because I swear if you don't, they're going to do you any type of way.
It's a fact.
We have to come together.
That's a fact. And Yates, I'm letting you know this personally, bro. I think that you owe her. And you owe her financially. You owe her an apology. You owe this sister here. There wasn't no reason. This is conduct unbecoming of a union rep.
Lay down and go to sleep.
You said what?
How could a person lay down and go to sleep? If you have a conscience, fix it. Do what's right.
These people don't have a conscience, right? They all about their cliques. They all about corruption, and this is beyond egregious. This is
He's not
conduct,
going to defame my character. They're not going to do this to me.
and we're not going
I'm
to.
taking this every which way I have to take it. They're going to get that off of me because it's not true. It's not who I am. I told the truth. He told me to say this. I said that's not what I wrote because that's not what happened. Why do I have to change my story? He said, trust me. I don't ever want to hear them words from nobody. Trust me.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
was supposed to be here to help me, to fight for me.
mhm.
And he sold me out to save them other two because they was up to be terminated. So all you doing is leaving a paper trail for me to one day be terminated. I'm not going out like this. I'm not.
That's a fact. And when I made a post about this the other day in Progressive Action, and I actually had about 3 other workers come and say that Yates did something similar to them also. So this seems to be what Yates does, especially if you're not in his clique. The clique is supposed to be Local 100. We are supposed to be the clique.
Right.
The clique is not supposed to be your friends who you like and all this other stuff. That's not supposed to be the clique. So like I told you before, Yates, you owe her 20 days. I don't care what you do. You start a GoFundMe, whatever you need to do to refund her back her money for you giving her bad advice that you know better than. You need to refund her back her money. And you also need to be held accountable for this, what you did. She's not lying. Consuela Williams, Consuela Williams is not lying, and I dare you guys to try to go after Consuela Williams for going against you because this is what you guys do. This is what you guys do. Don't try to attack Consuela for ratting you out, and she ain't rat. She told the truth because you know what, Donald?
Right.
People actually got consciences. People actually got conscience.
He has a conscience.
People actually got conscience. Just because your conscience is cold, just because you sold out many moons ago, don't mean that that's what the game plan everyone else is on. And everyone ain't afraid to speak out. See, the thing is this. You guys didn't think that Miss Miles was going to probably find me, end up on the show. She went out and got a statement from Consuela Williams. Listen, people got kicked out of the union for less. They got kicked out. You hear the pain that she's going through right now?
Why would they do this to people? Like, why? If you're there to fight for us, why would you not fight? Why would you do that to me? Why? That's what I need to know. Why?
I mean,
why?
No, we're going to hold Donald Yates accountable. I mean, even if we got to go to his home.
I have a family too. I need to eat. I need a roof. Yeah. I can't come live with him.
That's a fact. And we're going to hold Yates accountable. Yates is going to be held fully accountable for this. I can promise you that. And like I said, members got kicked out. Union reps got kicked out of the union and banned from the union for less than this. For less. There's a statement from another union rep. She's not going to be able to go back on that. We got her signature and everything on that statement. Right? Yates, you screwed up. I advise you to start making this right. I advise you to start a GoFundMe immediately to get Miss Miles back her money. I advise you to get in contact with Miss Miles and issue an apology.
Every level.
Issue an apology.
Have nobody that we can go to. Nobody. They all in cahoots with each other. It's like you just riding with the devil.
And that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly
the human race.
That's exactly what they're doing. And I'm gonna tell you
nothing of God. Nothing.
I'm gonna tell you this, Colette.
Like I tell people, I kid you not, we all reap what we sow in this world. There's a God that sits high and looks down low, and he sees everything. And this pandemic that's going on, God is moving. He's revealing. You hear me? He's cleaning house. If you don't deserve to sit in that chair, get up. Get up.
I tell you this, Colette. I don't
want this to ever happen to nobody.
That's right. And I'm gonna tell you this. It starts with you. I congratulate you for being strong, for coming up here telling your story. Because in order for us to create this change and to get the actions of what Yates did, the egregious actions against a member, what Yates did, it starts with people coming forward and telling their story. You're not the only one who he did this to, but you're the only one who came forward who had the courage
That's why
to
I want
speak out
people to
against them.
don't be afraid to get up and speak. Because you know how things happen in the house, and they used to always say the uncle, the father, the cousins, whoever touch you, they always say don't tell. If you don't tell, they're going to continue to touch you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have to speak up. You have to speak out. You have to.
Yeah, and like I said,
Oh God.
and we're going to help you along the way. I mean, Yates need to start making this right immediately. So if anybody out there that know Yates, I think that you guys better
I can't
send.
work under these type of conditions. Like I can't do this.
No, it's messed up. But I think that anybody who know Yates, I think y'all better get him this video ASAP. I think that y'all better try to help him make this right, because this is not going to disappear. We're not going to allow it to disappear. And Yates got an opportunity to make it right. I asked him, you know, before I went live with it, I got in contact with him. He said I was misinformed. Well, I must be misinformed. Consuela Williams, who was there, must be misinformed. Miss Miles must be misinformed. There's not too many misinformed. I wasn't misinformed. I was informed about how you sell members out to management. And it must stop. It must stop. This is not the only department this happens in. Yates.
I just need to know who out there got our back. Like who out there.
No, we listen. You're speaking to people who have your back. Trust me. We're not going to let this blow over. This is not the end of this. I could promise you that this is not the end of this. We're going to hold Yates completely accountable for what he has done, and he's not alone. He's not alone. This is how they operate. And
we gotta stop. It's not right. It's not right for you to do this to people. What makes you feel that you have been given that type of power and control?
Mm-hmm.
To just take it and make it your shit. MTA got rules. We have to follow their rules. They making MTA look bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like I said, we dealing with people with no souls, no conscience, no morals. I mean, they only care about themselves. They only care about they family. They only care about their friends, and that's what it is.
What about my family? What about my grandchildren?
No, he needs to be held accountable for that, and we're going to hold him accountable for that. We're going to hold.
Nobody know people's situations. I'm a mother of 4 children. I raised 4 children. They all grown. I got my grandson who was in a situation. I stepped in and we got him. I need to be here to raise that baby up.
Oh man, this is tough, man. Yates, I ain't gonna lie, I'm very upset. I'm very upset. And
oh Jesus Christ! I swear to God, oh Father.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yates, you're going to be held accountable for this, my man.
Oh God.
If you don't start making this right.
It's so evil. It's evil. It's wicked. It's wrong. Donald, fix this, please.
Yeah.
Please fix it, and I mean that.
Yates, you better start making this right.
Stop falling under people's spell. Do what's right.
Mm-hmm.
Do what's right for God.
Yeah.
Because we got to answer to him one day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yates, I hope you hearing this, man.
Sleep. I can't eat. Man.
Yates, I hope you're hearing this. I really hope you're hearing this. I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening, because you're going to be held accountable for this, my friend. And you got to make this right. Start making this right immediately. Blow this off if you want. Blow this off if you want. We will be having a rally in front of your crib. Trust me when I tell you, make this right immediately. Immediately. Get her. You owe her 20 days. You got to get her that money, my man. You got to make it right. You got to make it right. All right, look, Colette, I want you to just I just want you to take some time and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm very proud for you.
I can't enjoy nothing.
I mean, you're right.
I can't enjoy nothing. I can't even enjoy my grandson.
You're right.
I'm so not myself. I swear I'm not myself. And I know my grandson feels it because he keeps asking me, Grandma, what's wrong?
You're right. And I mean, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. You're right. But these
kids need us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna be there, and we're gonna help you rectify the situation. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So
I gotta go outside and get some air. Thank you.
all right. Call me later if you need me. Okay. I'm
I
here.
will.
All right. Man, this is insane. This is insane. And I didn't hear her pain until today. You know what I'm saying? And it's heartbreaking to hear that a union sister is going through that. Like, we don't traffic checkers don't get paid a lot of money anyway. And then when you hit them with 20 days and 20 days in the street, right? Due to a union rep throwing her under the bus to save other people, you don't know how you hurt this woman. She made it clear you hurt her family, you hurt her grandkids, you hurt her kids. You don't know if she's the sole provider of her family. That's because you guys don't care. But we're going to remain strong for her. We're going to hold Yates accountable. And Yates, I know you listening. I know you're listening. Call in. Call in. I know you listening. Call in. The number's on the screen. And this is the problem here. A lot of people like Yates because he's cool and all of this, but these guys are not nobodies. This is what they doing. You just don't hear these stories because there's no platform for people to come tell a story to say this is what the union did. This is one of the reasons we created Progressive Action, so we could tell our stories. No news media is going to pick this story up. But Yates have to make this right. Now, one of the things that make this whole story weird, right? This makes the whole story weird. This is a minor customer complaint. You see it on the screen. And it says in section B, the employee shall be issued a re-instruction and counseled regarding the complaint and the proper way to handle such complaints in the future. Like, this shouldn't have went any further than that. This was a minor customer complaint. This was a minor customer complaint. Now, the thing with this that you guys need to pay attention to is that now on the books, the MTA know that they could get 20 days from you from a customer complaint. That's the crazy part of this. So not only did Yates throw her under the bus, he actually threw every single member of Local 100 up under the bus because he told Miss Miles to lie. He made them stick this 20-day suspension, and now the MTA have arbitration proof and know that they could possibly get 20 days for a customer complaint against a Local 100 member. And we already know how the MTA take the customer's word over ours. This is what Yates did. This is exactly what Yates did. Stop being friends with these guys. They not your friends. Stop trying to be a part of the cornball clique, because that's what they are. A whole bunch of nobodies and cornballs. They not smart. We seen Richie Davis try to throw you off by putting on his Just for Men suits, his Woolworth Macy suits. He tried to get over on you on that to make it seem like give himself some importance. We seen it. The stupidity that he did putting that bus operator who bus went over the bridge in front of the cameras a day or two after the incident. We seen the stupidity of him. Yates, Yates is a cool guy. Listen, I used to speak to Yates on the phone about stuff. Yates is a fake pro-black guy. He talk all this pro-black stuff and say, oh, we need to do this. But you over there doing their bidding. You are a coon, sir. That's what you are. I don't care about none of that other stuff that you do. You dress like a weirdo. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, these guys don't got no type of awareness. They don't got no type of try to look proper. Yates is about 5'5", and he's big, so he never gets his jeans. He just look weird. And I hate to bow down that low, but that signals something for me. You see, when it's contract time, Yates is the one being him. I called him a mascot last for the contract. He bouncing up in front of the camera. Hey, Utano, look at me. Like, these guys are this is what they do. Yeah, he probably cool to go out and have a drink with and eat with, but when it comes to this union business, they not about that. He go on he copied my whole style. They wasn't doing live videos before Progressive Action was doing live videos. Like, they are not it. They are not the wave. They are not the fighters. Just to listen to the traffic checker, Colette Miles, just listening to her pain, that did something for me. This is not what unionism's supposed to be about. All these clicks, I'm going to sell this one out just to save this one, because you want to know what? She's nobody. I don't know her, and she'll take the 20 days. She ain't going to know no better, and all this other stuff. They think like management. They think like management. Somebody get Yates on the phone, man. I got time. Yates, you can't say that she's lying, because there's a statement right there, my friend, from the other union reps that was the other union rep, Consuelo Williams, that was there, that said that you made this woman lie. You made her change her statement knowing the damage that would have been done of her changing her G2. You know this. Anyone knows that if you change your statement, whether it's MTA, whether it's a statement dealing with the police, whether it's any kind of statement where your signature's on it, you change it, you will be in some type of perjury. Without a doubt. And we all know that the MTA will probably give you some slack if you tell the truth, but if you lie, all bets is off the table. But this situation is because neither Donald Yates, nor Richie Davis respect traffic checkers. That's first and foremost. For two, if you're not in a clique, they're not going to take care of you. And that's it. That's it. But what I want to start doing is that I'm going to start highlighting the traffic checker issues, because it is very, very, very important. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I got a headache right now. And I could use one of these from Nikki of All Trades. A nice massage. I need some relaxation. I'm stressed out. She got the massage thing going. She got the couples massage. She got the single massages. She got the pre-Valentine's Day package from February 9th to February 10th in New Rochelle. The room, you see the room set up all nice. I think I need one of these right here. And she also have the Valentine's Day package, and she comes to your location for the Valentine's Day massage package. And you don't have to get it on Valentine's Day. You could get it the day before Valentine's Day, the day after Valentine's Day. It could be for your significant other. It could be for both of you guys. But she comes with the rose petals, the candles, the bottle of wine, the chocolate-covered strawberries, and she turned your living room into a spa. It's dope. And you can reach her at Nikki of All Trades on Clubhouse, Nikki of All Trades _ on Instagram, and Nikki of All Trades on Facebook. Please make sure that you check her out. And if you want to donate to the platform, this program doesn't happen without you guys. I'm being very honest. This doesn't happen without you guys. If you want to donate via Cash App, the Cash App is Progressive Action 100. If you want to donate via PayPal, the PayPal is Progressive Action. If you want to donate via Patreon, the Patreon is in the link of the video on Facebook right now, and it's on YouTube. This whole Yates thing, I ain't gonna lie, man. This Yates thing it blew my mind. Blew my mind totally, man. Blew my mind totally. But he got to make this right. He got to fix this, and he got to be held accountable. I'll catch you guys later. Peace, man.